Hello, hello, my people. Hello, my loves. Hello, and hello, my chosen. Hello, all my other followers who are becoming chosen because you decided to join the chosen um, path. And anyways, man, I sat down in here just now. I was like, oh, because my back is so tired from I'm just exhausted. And last night, was it last night? I think finally get to lay down and sleep for like 8 hour or more than 8 hours. It was much needed, and I um, sorry, just said battery charged 20% or something like that. It distracted me. Anyways, so yeah, I was like laying down the other night and I lay down and I was like fucking like that was nuts, dude. I fucking never. I think I might have like slightly did that for a second a couple times when I lay down, but I'd never done it like that before. That was like insane. Anyways, um, a lot more rested now, but still need to catch up on more sleep. But I'm not 100%. But God says I'm good enough right now, so I'm going to do this, okay? Because I want to do this for my people. All right. All right, I wrote this here. Some of this is like part of this, like I think some of this stuff I might have copied from someone, or I might have, yeah. But then I wrote down my own answers that God gave me, like, um, I don't know, and she might have said a lot of this stuff. I don't remember. Um, I think she might have. I don't know, but I wrote this down for myself. I think I wrote some of these. I took notes. Like there's a message from God. I don't know. She might. I don't know. Anyways, so I said, okay, September 21st, 2025 at 1 a.m. What are my goals and how will I fulfill them? It says you need to set certain boundaries with certain people, friends, places, things, so you can focus and anchor yourself. Focus the arrow that has to be pulled back to shoot forward. All right. So they wrote, focus. The arrow has to be pulled back to shoot forward. And they wrote, delegate my time wisely. You are good with the nature spirits. Focus on gratitude. It is how you transmute fear invading back into gratitude. Every time you the fear sets in, have an attitude of gratitude and transmute those blessings to work out in your favor. Learning ancient wisdom, ancient secrets, learning lots of knowledge. Lord, restore all over. I wrote down here. Lord, restore order over all the earth. And then I wrote over here. I was like, I'm a big holy war machine. I'm the holy sleeping giant, and I'm woke. God rendered the heavens. Let the whole earth sing. God let render the heavens. Let the whole earth sing. Let her sing praises to her God. And then I wrote down here, like I've seen this before, and I got it from 3 different songs. Like I think, or I sing something similar to this, but I feel like it's like 3 different songs, and there might be 3 different sayings from another song. Like, I might have like a couple from this one that were from that one, but and not in this one. I don't remember. Anyways, hoping I was like, open wide heaven's gates, open up the floodgates. Open up the heavens, let your glory fall across this land. Yeah. Okay, so and then wrote this. The verse Chronicles 2:14, you guys. God said if my people humble themselves and prayed, who are called by my name. Guys, if my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray, he'll save and heal this land. He'll save and heal our land. And then, let's see what else. Back to this. And I wrote this on December 13th, 2025. Well, fortunately for us, but unfortunately for the wicked, they all that remain shall soon be cut off. I wrote that on the 13th of December of last year that we just had. 3, I think that was like 3:08 p.m. and 3:18 p.m. and 3:19 p.m. I wrote this on February 23rd. Not resting when you need to create more work. Not resting when you need to create some more work for others. That's not always a bad thing, but often is unnecessary. I'm the king of the golden geese and eagle eggs. They are mine. Then I wrote down here, prayer. Please heal and protect my people. And then I wrote some other kind of gibberish I wrote down there. I don't even know what that's about. Nothing bad. I just don't even know what they're. It's like weird math equation shit. I don't even know what I was fucking doing. Like, if I look closer, probably will, but I'm not doing that now. I wrote here. I said this was like for someone who was supposed to like help me, but like, yeah, just listen, okay? I asked you to spar with me, but I asked you to spar with me. I asked you to spar with me. We both use the back flat end of the blade, and we can train as friends. You say okay. Then as soon as I put my guard down, you turn it into the sharp side of the blade, and you try to kill me. So, all right, this is okay. The gibberish I just wrote. I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't even know if this is right, but there's 10, 100 millions in a billion. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that's even accurate or what. I'd like to say that. Then I wrote here, like, here on this on February 23rd, 2026, I wrote, do this meditation to someone's name. It's like someone that he's like really into science and smart, and he's super smart. Like he might be like the smartest person in the world. Like, honestly. Anyways, after I went to bed, I wrote this, and I woke up and it said, they call me HH. They call me Double H. Hard hitter. I mean, heavy hitter. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a rap like that or what, but anyways, certain things cannot die without fire. Certain things cannot bring to life without death. Then I wrote the Tree of Life, and then I wrote Master Light. And then checking to make sure these really are the right ways in the right ways. Make sure you got the facts straight before drawing up your next conclusion or final conclusion. February 23rd, 3 p.m. 3 o'clock p.m. 2026. Guys, I don't feel well right now. I think I just ate too much. I don't know what it is, and then I was kind of on a bender, like some non-narcotic pills, but they're still like ADHD medication. And yeah, I'm trying to like come off of it without like someone like setting me off. I just want to ride it out smoothly. It's like I can't have a fucking week to myself to just do what I gotta do. Not you guys on your videos and stuff. I'm talking about people like coming to my house and stuff, and like, or people like try to call me or whatever, and or like maybe like I don't know, someone like fucks with my phone and shit or something, whatever, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Put on my cool glasses. Right here, I wrote down here also. I wrote, "Don't worry about when we'll be together. We'll be together when we be together soon. But trust the process, baby, and enjoy it." Smiley face, winky smiley face. Okay, and that was at 3:19 p.m. on February 23rd, and at 3:12 p.m. I wrote, right, because how can I remain righteous steadily, consistently, if that's not who I was? I'm righteousness. I found him inside me. I found him inside, but I wrote inside. It was like me inside me. And then this song came on, Ollie Oxen Free by can't remember it right now. And then I remember this guy, the vision I had, like the guy was like holding his hand up, and like it was supposed to mean like you have 5 minutes to pray, learn how to pray something differently, or learn how to pray differently, or something like that. Which could have been 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 50 years, 500 years. I don't know, but more like 50 at max. But I don't know what it is. I guess we have to let the Holy Spirit tell you what it means for you. Maybe it means multiple of those things. Anyways, at 6:54 a.m. I wrote "You Make My Dreams Come True" by Daryl and Oates. I wrote that down. That song was playing in my head. And then 6:57 a.m. I wrote, "They think they can crack the innocent people's codes by sending me evil eye and death energy." I was like, "Sorry, bitch, it doesn't work like that." And then I did like smiley winky face. And at 7:01 a.m. I wrote, "You shouldn't feel pressured by me. You should feel called by God." And I said, "And you are called out by the chosen one, yours truly." And then the song "Train," the song by Drive By by Train, the song "Drive By Train." That song was playing in my head at 7:20 a.m. And I wrote, "I have been all the zodiacs in my past lives many, many times." Oh yeah, up here I wrote, "I'm just saying," as in saying like it's saying. I don't know. Goofball. I wrote SAIYEN, like kind of like a Super Saiyan, like that kind of Saiyan from like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball and stuff, whatever. Dragon Ball Z. Both of them Dragon Ball too, yeah. Yeah, at 6 a.m. that Ollie Oxen Free was playing in my head that day. That was the 24th of February. And then okay, and then back to this page. Wow, that's cool. It just flipped out just like that. All right. Did I miss something? All right. I think I missed something, but I think it's basically what something to do with this. But I was like, oh yeah, I wrote down, "No matter what you have spoken over your life, he is the great validator, and his words go deeper than anyone else's. He wants you to know his validations as your father, so that you won't look look for others to fill that place. I wrote her name and then R, like, so it was NR, but his initials. But I wrote her name. And I've done this quote. I already quoted this person before on my Facebook twice now because I did that Bible study that this is from too, and then that that validator saying I just got or just said it or whatever. Anyways, and then I wrote those bastards were trying to open Pandora's box and unleash a great darkness on this earth and chaos this world has never experienced before, just so they could be rich. I was like, disgusting, I know. Good thing we opened Pandora's box with good intentions, so goodness swept the earth. Instead, we did it, guys. We beat them to it. We opened my head before the COVID. I don't know why it's the COVID. Before they could, probably. Yeah, we opened the head before they could. I wrote the code. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. I'm glad I was able to figure that out. Down in here, on January 23rd, 2026, I wrote down at the top of the page that that date, and then on the right side it says, "Our God is a beast," in quotation marks, and I just wrote down like just recently, not that long ago. I wrote "Awesome God" by R. Swift. That's the song where he says that he's like, "Our God is a beast," and I was like, man, I I felt like talking about me because people call me the King of Beasts, like because like you know you already know. Anyways, weaknesses and strengths. I wrote down contrast. Took me a while to write down. I was like, I don't want to write down because what if like I'm doing drugs and like they can hear me like my thoughts and like know what I'm doing, or what if like through the antipsychotics they can hear my thoughts because they know what I'm doing. Because like I had like a dream several years ago about like these hedgehogs that were like digging into my brain. And I was like, get them out. Like, there's like three of them. And I was like, I was trying to get them out of my head. And I was like, get them out of here. And I was like, and like every time I was trying to figure out, like I was planning like what am I gonna do to get them out? Like they were like digging deeper and like stopping from like getting them out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, sorry. Anyways, I was like concerned about not writing. I was like concerned about sharing my weaknesses and strengths to everyone, but I really don't care because all these weaknesses, basically all of them, like no one can really take advantage of me with them anymore. So I'm not worried about anymore. Um, Even if I am slightly suffering in those weaknesses still, but um, I wrote down the antipsychotic makes me mentally handicapped, and they hurt my health. They make me small. They make me unaware, taking away my self awareness. I wrote I'm kind. I'm compassionate. Those are like actual weaknesses of mine that are not from the drug. And then I wrote, yeah, that's it. I think this is a real one of my weaknesses. I said, I always want to do alchemy when weird energy tries to attach itself to me. I just like instantly, I'm just like, I'm gonna do some alchemy. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of what I do. And I don't know if it's always the right thing, but generally seems to work out for me. I don't know about all the time, but I can't see the results always. Sometimes I stupidly walk into traps when I know or I should know it's a trap. I wrote that down and that's I think that's I don't know if that's from like the spells that were put on me to keep me from awakening in myself like and remembering myself but or if it was like from the antipsychotics too, but I don't know, or both. I think it seems like there's both maybe. Um, that lower my cognitive functioning of my brain. Like I don't like that. Um, I wrote down right here, I don't know how to use or control my psychic abilities sometimes fully. And I wrote down, need to learn more, put that in parentheses. And at 3:25 a.m., I finished writing that, and I said, the last weakness I wrote, I'm too nice. So it's like God's always, he's always like making me merciful to all these people all the time, and like it really sucks. Sometimes I just want to like bite their fucking heads off. You know what I'm saying? Like tear them to pieces. Rawr, like, just bad people. Just bad people. Anyways, my strengths I wrote down here. I wrote I'm strong in the spirit of God. I wrote I'm intelligent. I wrote I have incredible sexual healing powers. I wrote I'm a psychic. I'm a psychic. I wrote I'm kind. I'm compassionate. And I wrote I'm compassionate. I wrote I'm loyal. Then I wrote I'm honest. And then another one is like I can speak to people telepathically. I can usually tell when people are lying. I can heal people with my presence, words, speaking, or singing, or sex. Um, I can heal people up close and far away. I can heal many people at the same time. Um, and I wrote down I'm intuitive as fuck. And then I wrote down lots of wisdom to draw from. And then the final strength that I wrote down was my faith in God. So, and I guess you guys already seen I demonstrated a lot. Some of those, maybe all of them. But anyways, that's all for now. I don't know if I guess I probably won't be able to upload this Facebook because it's so long, but I can put it on YouTube and put it to my page.